Buckle up.
The Emmy Race is taking off.
Yes!
And we're celebrating the best shows on television.
I'll go home then.
With past Emmy winners hoping to repeat.
I'm so proud of the show.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm overwhelmed.
Oscar winners wishing for Emmy Gold.
Please don't give up on me.
I'm good.
And fan favorites who gave the year's best performances.
Honestly, I'm embarrassed by all the fuss.
The stage is set for Emmy season. Are you in?
Oh, I'm in, honey.
Good thing, because On the Red Carpet starts right now.
Hello and welcome to this special Emmy season edition of On the Red Carpet. The Emmys are Sunday, September 15th on ABC, and the nominations are right around the corner. Among this year's best races, the battle for Outstanding Comedy Series, with shows like The Bear, Only Murders in the Building, and Abbott Elementary.
Good day to the fine teachers of Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary brings humor and heart to Wednesday nights. It's been nominated for 15 Emmys and brought home 4 so far, including Quinta Brunson's historic win for Best Actress in a Comedy Series.
Yeah, trying out cursing, see how it goes.
She's the second Black woman ever to win in this category.
I'm just very grateful. I'm really grateful.
The cast recently attended a special Emmys for Your Consideration screening and reflected on the show's successes.
It's not just the cast that's being recognized, it's the crew, it's the writers, and honestly, I've been kind of thinking about this a lot lately. It's the audience, it's the people who watch our show.
It is nice, man. I think, especially as a network comedy, there's not many of us in the conversation, so it's good to represent for, what I believe is a really difficult art form to do.
Abbott Elementary has been attracting some A-list guest stars, including Oscar nominee Bradley Cooper.
Guys, he's literally in a critically acclaimed film right now. Oppenheimer.
Is that the one about Napoleon?
I don't think so.
Yes.
I'm not in Oppenheimer.
Are you sure? Everybody was in Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Could his appearance be one of the many nominations on tap for Abbott Elementary? We'll soon find out.
Your shirt says original birth.
Yeah, it's a printing mistake. Collector's item.
FX's The Bear is a favorite to repeat in the Best Comedy category.
Clock is ticking.
I'm the supervisor.
Supervisor of what?
The Hulu hit won 10 Emmys for season 1, including acting wins for all 3 of its main stars.
I don't mind it. We shot the show, we knew it was special, but I think we've all been very surprised and blown away by the reach.
Everybody was doing such beautiful work at such a high standard, and I think we all just wanted to impress each other, if anything, so I feel very fortunate that it's resonated with people.
I'm so proud of this show, and it's the amount of all of us winning together is just it's an indescribable feeling.
Variety reports The Bear Season 2 could be headed for Emmy records for most acting nominations, most nominations for a comedy, and most nominations ever for a single episode, Fishes, which featured what some call an Emmy-worthy guest performance from Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, we can sleep over.
No, you can't sleep over on Christmas. No.
No? No, okay.
By the way, Season 3 of The Bear is being dished up soon. All 10 new episodes arrive June 27th on Hulu.
This is what you wanted, right?
Another strong comedy contender, Hulu's hilarious whodunit, Only Murders in the Building.
Murder?
Which of the Pickwick triplets did it? Who of the crew would commit this crime?
Season 3 centered on the staging of a Broadway musical, derailed by a murder investigation.
It's opening night, and a big star drops dead on stage.
Oh my God, my leading man is dead. Is this really happening?
Well, who are we without a homicide?
The hit show, starring Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez, earned 28 Emmy nominations for its first 2 seasons, then added Meryl Streep and Paul Rudd for Season 3.
Look at this cast. They're all killers.
Please don't give up on me. I'm not good at table reads.
Storm's coming. Don't take us that for opening in the rocks.
She's a stinkeroonie. I say give her the bootay.
Other comedies in Emmy contention include Hulu's Life and Beth, starring Emmy winner Amy Schumer.
I'm not gonna let anything get me down.
and FX's What We Do in the Shadows, which has an impressive 21 Emmy nominations over the years.
I can't fly or turn into a bat yet.
I feel like people relate to this show a lot because they see a lot of themselves in it, which could sound ridiculous to most people, saying like you relate to a show about vampires. It's like, absolutely.
And there's FX's Reservation Dogs, which, like The Bear, won a Peabody Award this year.
What I love about our cultures is that we find a way to be funny and to celebrate life.
Could the acclaimed series' final season also bring its first Emmy win?
You made it. Make it where? Right where you're supposed to be.
Now to some of the drama series getting the most Emmy attention. Here's Irene Cruz.
George, there have been so many great dramas this year, including a trio of buzzworthy series from FX. Shogun, FX's mega-hit samurai epic, should be a lock for multiple Emmy nominations.
To show your true heart is to risk your life.
The series, set in feudal Japan, combines the talents of Japanese and Western actors and crew. The result? The biggest premiere ever for an FX show on Hulu.
Over the barrier of language or religious, colors, everything. If we work together, we can make magic together.
Shogun boasts a near-perfect 99% score on Rotten Tomatoes, and at its premiere, the stars knew it had something for everyone.
It's a real human story. It's about politics, and it's about war and loss and love.
There's subplots of betrayal and duty, and there's romance, and there's violence, and there's comedy.
These people are godless savages. Or maybe they just don't give a shit. What do you think? A title revered through the ages. Shogun.
Oh, I gotta go, hon.
Season 5 of Fargo had fans and critics talking, especially the performances of Juno Temple and John Hamm.
Who do I gotta kill to get a coffee?
Over the years, Fargo has been nominated for 55 Emmys and taken home 6, so it's no surprise it's back in the awards conversation this year.
I think the secret sauce of the show is that each season is different, and each season takes a big swing at some kind of thematic approach, and this was no different.
It was such a treat to be able to be involved in this show, and the writing is so good. You really can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's very gratifying. I mean, here we are doing the fifth season, right? And the only way that I wanted to do it was if people would think, well, this is the best one yet.
We made New York the capital of the world, the center of everything.
And we could see Feud, Capote versus the Swans take center stage at the Emmys. The series tells the story of writer Truman Capote, who betrayed his pals in New York's high society by writing about their secrets and scandals. Star and co-executive producer Naomi Watts said this project was a dream.
You love the process, you love the character you're playing, you love the people you're working with. The fact that all things have been working on the same level, it's very rare that happens.
You told more lies.
Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Tom Hollander drew rave reviews for his portrayal of cultural icon Truman Capote.
His brilliance, his complication, the fact there are things that you can express through the character that you may not be able to express in your own life. So that's what the privilege of acting is.
Another FX show that could score this Emmy season is Welcome to Wrexham. The docuseries about Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney's underdog soccer club in Wales is coming off 5 Emmy wins for Season 1, and in Season 2, things got even bigger.
So the King of England called.
You can catch up on all these great FX shows anytime. They're all streaming on Hulu.
Up next,
Don't be afraid.
Emmy contenders from Marvel Studios.
It has been the surprise of my whole life to play this character.
And from the Star Wars galaxy.
Every single day for me was a joy.
Plus, the Beach Boys and Bon Jovi rock the Emmy race. Want more celebrity interviews? Follow On the Red Carpet on YouTube and your other favorite social media sites.
Fans of Marvel and Star Wars helped make Loki, Echo, and Ahsoka 3 of the year's biggest shows on Disney+. Now all 3 series may be headed to the Emmys. A couple of years ago, Rosario Dawson was a presenter at the Emmys with fellow Star Wars actor Diego Luna. This year, she could be a nominee for her work in Ahsoka.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
Ahsoka continues the story of former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano and other heroes of the Clone Wars facing a familiar threat to the galaxy.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain.
The thing that I love the most about Star Wars is that it's constantly this choice between the light and the dark, but all the gradients in between, and embracing all of it.
At a recent For Your Consideration event ahead of the Emmys, the cast and crew reunited to watch the episode Shadow Warrior, where Ahsoka comes face to face with her old master, Anakin Skywalker.
I won't fight you.
I've heard that before.
It was such a cool experience. I mean, the way Dave Filoni conceived that whole episode I thought was just really clever, and it was so much fun for me to get to play this character again.
What I'm about to tell you is going to be hard to believe again.
Actually, this might not be that hard to believe. Critics and fans love Loki. Tom Hiddleston has been playing the God of Mischief for 14 years, through several Marvel movies and with his own standalone series, which has earned 6 Emmy nominations in the past.
I've got to be playful and light and warm and charming and mischievous, crucially mischievous.
You quit with the magic and fight fair! Oh, shit.
It's not a fair fight.
Whether we hear his name on Emmy nominations day, Hiddleston says the real reward for him is playing Loki.
It has been the surprise of my whole life to play this character and to keep playing him. Character of such range and depth and complexity, and there's always new stuff to find, and I love it.
It's intense, it's gritty, and it's one of the most watched Marvel shows of 2024 on Disney+. So, could Echo get some Emmys love?
And action!
Echo follows Maya Lopez as she returns to her hometown to reconnect to her Native American roots and escape her ruthless behavior. Behavior she learned from Kingpin, played by Vincent D'Onofrio.
You did better than even I expected, Maya.
Vincent and Maya have a very, intense emotional connection. He's such an amazing actor to work with.
She's an amputee, she's deaf, she's a newcomer to this whole acting thing. She represents this huge community of indigenous people. It's such an amazing thing.
Coming up, more of the year's best performances from some of our favorite stars.
It was truly a dream cast.
Plus, fun with Jimmy Kimmel and with Jim Henson.
That's how it all started.
Here's a trivia question for you. Which Hulu comedy starring Awkwafina and Sandra Oh could score an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Television Movie? The answer is Quiz Lady.
I don't have any money. You could sell your eggs. It's not like you're using them. No, there has to be another way.
In Quiz Lady, Awkwafina and 13-time Emmy nominee Sandra Oh play estranged sisters who must raise cash quickly to pay off their mom's gambling debts. And winning a TV game show could be just the ticket.
What is the square root of 196?
14.
Correct. How many hearts does an octopus have?
3.
Correct.
What? Saffron, Saturn, Aphrodite, Apollo, Aries, carbon dioxide, the equal sign.
Correct.
There is a broad range of kind of this conveyor belt of roles that come to you, and sometimes you don't really choose what you're going to play. So this one was a delight.
If you just put all the ingredients together, and Jessica, you, our director, really let us play, I think that we were able to hit a bunch of great notes.
How can I ever thank you? Maybe like a drink later?
Well, I'm married and gay
Why did Jet say 2 reasons?
Another movie hoping to scare up some Emmy nominations, Hulu's haunting sci-fi thriller, No One Will Save You. Caitlin Dever earned a Critics' Choice Award nomination for her performance that included nearly no dialogue. The film also nominated for Best TV Movie.
And it's really cool being here because I feel like a lot of sci-fi horror doesn't get to dress up and come to the fancy parties.
Also from Hulu, the limited series We Were the Lucky Ones could become a multiple Emmy nominee.
Let our family be our light. We leave tonight.
The series is inspired by the true story of a Jewish family who did everything it could to survive the Holocaust and be reunited.
It explores a different perspective of this period of time, this history that I haven't seen in film or television before.
I think it's our responsibility to keep telling the stories of this period of time in history and to keep the history alive.
Hulu's Under the Bridge is another limited series with strong Emmy potential.
But danger had never looked quite like this before.
The true crime series centers on the murder of a 14-year-old girl and the teen suspects accused.
What happened under the bridge?
Stars Lily Gladstone and Riley Keough told us they were awed by the show's young cast.
It kind of made me feel like
the pressure's
all right,
off.
Pressure's off.
Yeah.
You know, whatever we do, it's still going to be fantastic because of how good they all are.
Yeah.
Lily Gladstone, of course, is coming off of one historic Oscar nomination. And speaking of the Oscars, this year's show, again hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, is a strong contender for several Emmy nominations, including Outstanding Variety Special. Oppenheimer won the most awards, but some other big winners on Oscar night were Ryan Gosling for his performance of I'm Just Ken, a hilarious appearance from Twins co-stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, and this unforgettable and revealing moment with John Cena. John Cena is a very brave man.
Isn't he? Well, I mean, if not to say you don't look like that with your clothes off, I've not had that opportunity, but I guess when you look like that, you have no problem showing it to people, right?
Of course, Jimmy Kimmel's day job is hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC, which is a perennial contender for the Outstanding Talk Series Emmy. Jimmy is a 2-time Emmy winner with 20 career nominations. Now to some documentary programs in the Emmy race this year. Here's Sophie Flay.
Thanks, George. So many great documentaries to stream, including a pair of docs on beloved rock bands and a tribute to a pioneering puppeteer.
Hello there, my name is Jim Henson, and I'm a puppeteer.
Jim Henson, Idea Man, brings viewers inside the world of the mastermind behind the Muppets, beloved Sesame Street characters, and more.
It was my mother's coat and a ping pong ball. That's how it all started.
Academy Award winner Ron Howard given unprecedented access to Henson's personal archives for the Disney Plus doc.
When he had that puppet on his hand, he became this remarkable entertainer with real insight, and he would do it with fun, but he would hold a mirror up to the human experience.
The Beach Boys on Disney Plus has captured the hearts of viewers and critics.
There's definitely been ups and downs. We've probably been counted out half a dozen times.
Mike Love says watching their origin story has him all in his feelings.
And for me, it's, yes, nostalgia, but it's also emotional that there still is that love and will always be. And that's what gave rise to this world-class harmony.
We'll soon see if it'll send them on a surfing safari straight to the Emmys.
You know, you're always looking to hit the high note.
And Thank You Goodnight, the Bon Jovi story, could hit a high note with Emmy voters. The docu-series gives an honest look at the highs and lows over the 40-year career of this iconic rock band.
Another docu-series getting Emmy buzz is Hulu's Black Twitter, A People's History.
The Onyx Collective show examines the people, moments, and memes that made Black Twitter an influential cultural force.
Black Twitter showed up.
It was at the most important time.
The creators of Black Twitter gave us a deep dive into the making of the series. Watch that at ontheredcarpet.com/storytellerspotlight.
Still ahead, Emmy hopefuls from Nat Geo, including a powerful drama about 2 civil rights icons and a wildlife series that puts females first.
We don't call her Mother Nature for nothing.
National Geographic has entered the Emmy chat with its signature wildlife documentaries and a gripping drama about 2 civil rights legends.
Reverend, we understand.
Genius MLKX highlights the important work of Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X in the civil rights movement. But it also looked at the human side of these men as husbands, fathers, and sons.
We forget how young they were. He's just a baby, you know, and he has babies and he has a wife and he's in love and he also, like, these men were so alive. They loved to have a good time.
Through gripping performances by Kelvin Harrison Jr. as MLK and Aaron Pierce as Malcolm X, viewers learn more about these men than what's written in books.
Brothers and sisters, are you ready?
Malcolm operated from a place of love and he operated from a place of light. He was advocating for protecting his loved ones, protecting his community, protecting anyone that looked like him, and safeguarding and preserving their well-being.
A new hero is rising, resilient, fierce, and female.
Nat Geo's Queens, narrated by Angela Bassett, could be a royal winner at the Emmys.
We're centering the matriarch in nature, and we find that there are a lot of queendoms, at least 6 beautiful, gorgeous places on this earth where queens rule.
Other Nat Geo contenders include Life Below Zero and Secrets of the Octopus, narrated by Paul Rudd.
What more do they have to tell us?
So many great shows. We'll see which are honored with Emmy nominations soon. Remember, Emmy night is Sunday, September 15th on ABC. Be sure to follow On the Red Carpet on social media for all the latest Emmy news. We'll see you next time on the Red Carpet.